Hello students, welcome to back. In this class, we will discuss efficiency of a full wave rectifier. Efficiency of a full wave rectifier means the output of rectifier and input of rectifier, we find out its power, then a ratio can be taken to output to input, that is known as efficiency. So efficiency means the power output divided by power input. Now efficiency is also indicates the output of rectifier is used for in our requirement. This also calculated efficiency. So efficiency is a power output to power input. Now we find out the input power and output power. Then we taken its ratio, the P or power DC means PDC to power AC means input power AC. Then the power efficiency is denoted as eta. So this symbol eta is the efficiency of a power. Now eta equal to output power divided by input power. So output power divided by input power, or ratio of output power to input power of full wave rectifier is also known as efficiency. Now when percentage of efficiency, when we add it percentage, then it will be multiplied by 100. Now the percentage of efficiency we can calculate of a full wave rectifier circuit. So first we see the output power. Output power means PDC. Now it is written as in a short form PDC divided by PAC. So it is known as eta. So PDC by PAC. Now calculated output power PDC equal to PDC means output power. So power is also calculated as the multiplication of voltage and current, and in a current case now I square R. So power equal to I square R. Now I square means the output current is the IDC. Now we can write this IDC square into RL. RL is the load resistor. Now I square R is the power. Now power of DC means output power of rectifier, then the I square DC into RL. Now we know in previous the IDC equal to 2Im by pi. Now put this value in this place. Now equal to 2Im by pi square into RL. So this is the equation 1. Now we calculated again PAC. PAC means the output AC power are contained or passes through the load resistor. Now calculated PAC. PAC means PAC equal to IRMS square into RFA plus RL. because RF is the diode resistance and RL is the load resistance. Now PAC means IRMS square into RF plus RL. IRMS means the value of IRMS we also calculated or evaluated in your previous class, that is IRMS equal to IM by root 2. So this value is put in this place. Now IRMS equal to IM by root 2 square into RF plus RL. Now this is the equation number 2. Now equation 1 divided by equation 2, we can get PDC by PAC. Now we take its ratio PDC into PAC. PDC to PAC equal to, now PDC means IM by pi square into RL. I to IM by pi square into RL divided by PAC. PAC means IM by root 2 square, IM by root 2 square into RFA plus RL. Now we can write 2IM by pi divided by IM by root 2 whole square into RL divided by RFA plus RL. Now this is a fraction and this is a fraction. Then it is simplified into by multiplying in a opposite order. So this is also 2IM by pi into root 2 by IM whole square into RL divided by RF plus RL. Now IM cancel, then it is the 2 root 2 divided by pi square into RL divided by RF plus RL. Here this is the 2 root 2 means 2 4 2 8 by pi square into RL divided by RF plus RL. Here this term we can common RL, then that is equal to 8 by pi square. 8 by pi square means 8 by pi square that is the point 0.812 into RL divided by, we can common RL. Now 1 plus RFA by RL. Here RL cancel. Now that is equal to 0.812 into 1 by 1 plus RF plus by RL. But in full wave rectifier, the RFA is negligible if, now we write if the efficiency is maximum, then the RF is negligible. That means RF nearly equal to 0. So then finally we can find this term RF is 0 divided by RL, that term will be also 0, 1 by 1. So finally we get 0.812 into 1 by 1 plus 0, that is equal to 0.812. So 0.182 means PDC by PAC, that is equal to eta. Now we can write the percentage, then it will be, we can write percentage of eta equal to 0.812 into 100, that is equal to 81.2. That is the 81.2. So the efficiency of a full wave rectifier is equal to 81.2. Now, so the efficiency of a full wave rectifier, that is 81.2, that means the power efficiency we can get the 81.2 percentage of a, that is the percentage. Now 81.2 percentage of a DC we can get the rectifier output. So it is clear that the output of a full wave rectifier we can get 81.2 of a DC we can get from output. Now it is better than half of a rectifier. So it is over of your efficiency of a full wave rectifier. Now the analysis are also over in your full wave rectifier. Then we start another rectifier circuit, that is the bridge rectifier. Now the bridge rectifier is a full wave rectifier circuit. Full wave rectifier circuit, two types, center tap full wave and a bridge rectifier. Now we discuss the bridge rectifier. Bridge rectifier. So in bridge rectifier, the output of rectifier is also known as full wave rectifier, but it required 4 number of diodes are connected in a rectifier circuit. Now this bridge rectifier not required center tap transformer, it also required a general transformer. So the rectifier circuit we can draw now. So this circuit is known as bridge rectifier. Now 4 diode means D1, D2, D3, D4 are connected in a arrangement of a bridge. So the input supply are connected to this point, that is the cathode and anode, and another terminal of a secondary of a transformer connect to this point, that is the anode and cathode. So in this section, when the input supply, if a positive half cycle are reached at that point, then at that time the negative half cycle are reached at that point. So the positive half cycle are reached in point A, then positive half cycle are connected to D2 and D1. Now positive is connected to cathode, that is the reverse bias. So this, in this case, that is the opposition. So diode D1 is off, and diode D2 get positive anode, then it is a forward bias, and this diode D1 on. So now this positive half cycle or a positive voltage can be conducted by the diode D2 and passes through the diode to reach at point P. Then this voltage are also take two paths, that is a path and that is a path. Now positive is connect to this point, that is your D3 diode, that is the cathode point. So cathode get positive, then it will be reverse biased, then it is a off position. So voltage or current cannot passes in this path, but this current will be passes through the load resistor, and the direction of the current will be in this direction and reach at that point. So the diode, the current passes in a direction, suppose P to Q. Now another side, the cycle will be changed in every second, then it will be negative, and it will be positive. In this case, we consider that the positive supply of a secondary of transformer reach at point B, then the diode D3 is forward bias and D4 reverse bias. In second cycle, it will be off and the diode D3 on. So this current, it can conducted by the diode D3, the current are also reached at that point, and again it will be passes through the load P to Q. Now in same direction in both half cycle, the rectifier output will be positive half cycle, all are full wave in this like this. So this is the waveform. This is the waveform of a bridge rectifier. Bridge rectifier. Now we consider that when the positive half cycle R passes through the D3 diode D3, then it will be come back to through the load, but we consider the opposite side path, so it will be not passes through the diode D2 because positive half cycle does not conduct or cannot passes through the cathode to anode. So this diode D2 is in off position in a second half cycle. So the output of rectifier will be conducted the both half cycle of input supply through the load resistor in same direction P to Q. Now it is also known as a unidirection or a same direction P to Q, and get output through the load resistor in a bridge rectifier circuit. So the bridge rectifier circuit also are widely used to in a electronic circuit. Now the VM means peak inverse voltage of diode D1, D2, D3, D4. The peak inverse voltage of a full wave rectifier of a bridge rectifier circuit. Now the transformer secondary is also known as VM. So the PIV means peak inverse voltage. Peak inverse voltage of bridge rectifier full wave bridge rectifier is VM. So peak inverse voltage means the inverse means reverse voltage. The diode, how many reverse voltage can be conducted or tolerate of a reverse voltage, that is the VM, means the maximum voltage of a secondary winding of a transformer is loaded to diode D1 or a D2 or a D3 or a D4 in reverse condition for its tolerance value, that is the peak inverse voltage. Now students, it is remember the peak inverse voltage of a bridge rectifier is known as VM. But another question, the peak inverse voltage in a center tap full wave rectifier, that is the VM plus VM, that is 2VM. Now the peak inverse voltage is center tap rectifier 2VM, and the peak inverse voltage of bridge rectifier is the VM. Now then we discuss now another thing, we go to discuss different the next chapter, that is the bridge rectifier.